It's Deprogrammed. My name is Justin, and I'm your humble host. This pod is where we, I screwed up the intro yet again. Like I can't get it right.
That's
Joe.
okay. You just, it's a theme now. That's part of the thing.
Getting the whole thing wrong is what I do. This is a podcast.
Do it live.
Where we try to get you into a band, and we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is listen to our show. That's it. That's it. That's the sell.
Listen, enjoy, love
listen
it.
to the show, enjoy the show, and it's as simple as that. Today we are going to be talking about brand new, and maybe you want to be a brand new patron. Patreon.com/oh hi Justin. Just a thought. I just want to implant that right here, right
Just
now.
$1.
It's only $1 a month. That's it. Once I get to $100, I'm doing Justin Fest. If I can get to $100 a month, I'm going to do Justin Fest. One full day, 24 hours of me.
Just you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, guests.
Nope, no guests.
Die.
Just you.
I mean, I've done it a million times before.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to recall just a few nights ago you were doing a solo podcast, and you said you couldn't even make it 2 hours on by yourself.
Yeah.
How are you going to do 24? We need to make sure we get to $100. I want to see this.
I'll have guests. It'll be wonderful.
So you
times.
could tag out.
What did I do? 45 minutes.
I don't know. I only checked in for about 10 minutes, buddy. I had to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I get it. I probably could have done a little bit longer, but it's just easier talking wrestling with somebody else.
Yes,
So these voices you hear, let me jump in here. That voice you just heard, Joe Leone.
I'm back.
Joey Leone.
Joey Leone. Stone Wallace or Taylor Dean Taylor.
Dean Taylor.
But so I was gone for like 3 years, and then I've been back for like the last
two out of the
episodes.
last like 6.
Yeah.
It feels like
It's weird, man.
I mean,
Weird.
It's bizarre. It's getting hot up here, and that might be.
Well, that's because Ron's here.
I was going to say Ronald Martin is here.
Hello. It's been a while since I've been on the show.
Coheed. No. You did Run the Jewels.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one.
But you Skyped it in, so it probably slipped your mind.
Didn't feel the same because
it's not.
You weren't here. You weren't here for the must. You weren't here for all the books.
The resonation.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
Oh boy, here we go. Let me. This happens. So there will be no clips. We like to usually play some clips here and there, but no clips this time. Sorry.
No clip show. It's all right.
Nope. What are you gonna do?
Deal with it.
Today we are talking about brand new. And I think I'm going to start with Ronald here because, actually, I don't know. Which one of you put him up? I think it was Ronald. I think so.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'll take credit for it, sure.
Yeah, Ron did. We'll say Ron did.
The reason I
I
want to start there is because on Twitter a couple days ago, I was starting to do my research, and I go, man, how come nobody told me about brand new? And Ronald said...
I punched you through the face through Twitter because I said 13 years ago I recommended this band to you, and you can't tell Justin anything.
It's true.
Can't tell Justin.
I think what I
nothing.
should have done was I should have said, hey, you got to check out this local band, and you would have been all about it.
Possibly. I mean,
I didn't know the formula at the time. I know it now.
You know the algorithm now.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a lot easier. I'm willing to listen to almost everything.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, because if I like it, I'll put it on the show.
Yeah, right.
But
or if you don't like it.
I did like that idea that y'all had.
The reverse.
Yeah.
The reverse
The
order,
worst.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
fantastic.
Reverse, yeah.
This is the worst episode of Deprogrammed ever.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know. I'll get to that why I said that, too, in a minute.
But so... Actually, you weren't even the only one. Evan said that he tried to turn me onto it because it's one of his bands too. So, tell me what it is about brand new. Why should I have listened to you then?
So at that time, we were drinking heavy, and we were younger. It happens. You tend to get older as the ages move on. But at that time, I think The Devil and God were a Raging Inside of Me came out. And when that album came out, it's something with that resonated with me, and I was like, dude, you've got to check this album out. This is right up your alley. And you were just like, nope, not going to listen to it.
It's mainstream.
Nope. And I can understand that because at that time, you had the 96X thing going on, and, the emo craze was happening, so I could see how you would be burnt out on quote-unquote emo music.
Yeah, which we'll have to dive into here in a minute. you hopped on to Brand New. I'm
Yeah.
assuming Ronald put it up. This is the story we're going with. Ronald put up Brand New. You said, I'll do Brand New.
Yeah, whatever it was, we'll say Ron put it up. He probably did. But I was going through just a list of like people that you needed one more for, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Brand New. I love this band. I know all about this band." Here's the thing. You know what? I didn't actually know hardly anything about Brand New. Here's the thing. Like whatever inside of me thought that I knew this whole discography of Brand New, I knew legit 4 songs out of all these albums. So this became a discovery for me.
All right.
Like legit. And it's kind of like, this is really cool, but also in my mind, I'm like, how did I develop this fantasy world that I knew everything about this band? Because I don't know anything. Like, where do you get off? Knowing, phrasing, knowing, but yeah. So this became a discovery for me.
Well, that's cool. Well, and the thing is, because you mentioned the emo, and there's definitely touches of that. So I guess let's kind of switch the gear to there, which very early on they are very much a Joe band.
Oh man, that first album, Your Perfect Weapon, or Your Favorite Weapon, me through and through, 100%. Yeah.
But Ronald and I were talking how it's almost like every album's almost a different band.
Yeah, there's 5 different bands in there.
Yeah.
And you see their growth from like teenagers to young adults to wow, a lot of stuff's going on in my family, and it really resonates through the lyrics, through the songs, through everything that's going on with the band.
And the thing with that too is like, so, and again, I don't necessarily want to put that tag of emo on it either, even though I'm an emo kid, but with that said too, they are like a different band every single album, but there's still like touches of their classic, their roots in there. And it's like that more gritty, grown up feel to it. Whatever the album the next album is like a little bit more, a little step higher, a little bit step higher, and then like trying out some different things in their new, whatever this album style is, but they're still, and we'll get to it. Shirley, Don't Call Me Shirley. Those certain songs like, oh yeah, that's a classic. That's a quote unquote classic Brand New song. So that was again really cool in this discovery that I had.
So.
So it may or may not have.
It's still going. It's just it's going to have a funny sound in it. So
cool.
Sorry, listeners.
Sorry, deal with it.
But they start off as very much a Joe band, and then come Daisy, they're a Justin band.
Yeah,
like through and through. Like
yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, I'm like, that's when I got to Daisy, and that's when I tweeted that I was like, why have I been sleeping on this band? And it's.
So I think I listened to Daisy with a biased ear because I was listening to it like, okay, Justin would really like this song. Okay, Justin wouldn't like this song so much because I know the flavor that you listen to.
You were trying to play the game.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still had to take my own personal touch into it.
Well, so legit, I actually hated this first run through. I absolutely hated doing the research for this. Hold on with it.
Okay, I'm here.
I hated it. Like, I was over it. Yeah, I'm out because I have nothing that I like about this band. I'm glad that I didn't, though, because I went through... The first time was from the first song to the last song in order. And then that second listen through, I just hit shuffle after you posted it and just let it play. And that's where I actually kind of fell in love with it because I don't know what it was. I can't really put my finger on it. I think when you got to initially the Devil and the God, that album, I wanted to shoot myself in the face, that album.
You too?
Yes, because I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, this is so boring to me.
Yeah.
In that first listen. On that second listen, I actually was able to pick out the ones that I really loved, but then also was like, okay, this is for the show what Brand New is in my view. So like, I guess to kind of roll that into one, it was like a true discovery. Like I said, like it was really cool to go through that because I'm kind of like you as well, Justin. Like, I know what I like, and I kind of stick to what I like. And unless, really, since I found Spotify and like the whole, the daily playlist, daily mix, new song in there, or like, whatever, and a new song comes up, that's when I started to actually get turned on to more bands. Before then, I was just like, this is what I like, this is what I stick with, this is what I'm going to listen to. So, again, that's kind of a tangent, I guess, but this is really cool discovery. In that first run through, I hated this. I didn't want to do it. And then actually going through
that turnaround, though.
Yeah, going through that second listen through, I was like, okay. And it was really kind of like, dude, give it a chance. Like, you love music, so like actually try to love music,
Yeah.
Don't just get pigeonholed to this is what you like, which is what I usually go for. But, again, to love music, right? You open yourself up to more good music.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny you say that, because that's pretty much why I do the show the way I do, is because I've always said I like all genres.
Yeah, I said that too.
But it's not true.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I like 90s alt rock.
Yeah.
The occasional other like shoegaze or something.
Right.
And you just you have to open yourself up, and this is a good band for that.
So I want to pick up of something you were saying there. The Devil and God, that's still a very hard album for me to listen to, because I feel like man was going through some mental illness.
Shit, yeah.
And like even now, I listen to that album and I walk away and I'm like, so fucking depressed that it's a hard one to get through.
Right.
But there's some I still kind of view it as a classic because like I guess back when it came out, we were so drowned in alcohol that like it didn't really resonate. But now it's like, okay, I'm kind of seeing what he's saying here, and wow, it's he makes it very easy to empathize with him.
For sure.
Yeah.
I made the note that I originally put on for that, because I made a note for every album how I felt. That one I just put weird.
Okay.
That's all I put for it. So
I get that.
Yeah.
So let's do this then. Talk to me about putting your 20 together, Joe.
So again, that on the first run through, it was like the whole first album, and that's all I was gonna go with, because I was like, fuck the rest of this. And then the second run through, all of a sudden, so how many songs are on the first album? I think 12, maybe, something like that.
Yep.
So after the second run through, I ended up with like 36.
Oh.
So cutting it down, cutting it down was pretty easy, I think, just because I went through the list probably twice at least for each song, and then it was kind of just like, there wasn't a whole lot of thought other than like, I think this is better, quote unquote, brand new. So I just cut it out. This one, it doesn't really stick, I don't think. Cut it out. So there wasn't a whole lot of, like, I mean, when we're talking about the story so far, or Blink or Green Day, whatever, like, it's a lot harder for me to cut it down, because I really actually love the band. I know, I know it through and through. So it was easier this time because I'm still really learning this band, since I thought I did before, but obviously I don't. So it was easier to make the cuts. Like, I didn't feel like I was betraying the band by cutting a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get that. What was it like for you, Ronald?
It was really difficult. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought I was going to be like, okay, I'm just going to go through. My favorite album by them is Deja Entendu, the second one. And I kind of pegged you for that being your favorite one.
Yeah.
And you,
I can see why, though. Yeah.
I was like, it's either Daisy or science fiction with you, just because it's that 90s style grunge. But as I went back and listened to it, I was like, I found that I actually didn't like their first album. I was like, there's a few songs on here I can dig, but I guess I've gotten too I want to relax. But back in the day, I loved that album because it was like get up and go, get up and go.
Upbeat, yeah. I mean, it's classic pop punk rock,
And I think if I do get back into a gym, like that will become my go-to listen, because that one gets you going.
It just goes, like every song just go.
So for me, this is the first band where like the note I'm making in my head is I want a presence. And I mean, I've done a couple researches since that I'm using that now as part of my research, is because going through the first time, I found plenty of songs that like popped to me that I was like, okay, this is what they sound like. But then with a band like this, where every album's kind of different, it's like, well, I don't know that I can do that. Like, there is a core to them that you can find, but I needed presence. I needed to know that this was a song. I needed to know that this was a brand new song. I needed to feel it from the jump. And that doesn't necessarily mean it comes right out swinging or anything. It just, I can feel that the song is there.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, and I think this was because that's what ended up dropping a lot of stuff off of Your Favorite Weapon for me, is like there's a lot of great tunes there, but they weren't present. And they fell into that emo trap, which isn't a bad thing. I don't know why it took me forever. We were talking about My Chemical Romance last year when I was studying for that, and it's just like emo is Justin. Like, it's like a hair off of what I normally listen to,
right.
But I could tell that the presence was going to be something that I had to put forth with Brand New.
I get that.
So
I definitely get that because, again, talking about the first listen through where everything from the first album was on my list and I didn't like anything else, is because I kind of was just so stuck on that. So anything different, I was just in that mindset of like, crap, I don't like it. So I understand totally what you're saying. Like, the band, that presence, but also just kind of opening up to that and like feeling it. So kind of taking yourself out of like, is that kind of what you're saying, right? Kind of taking yourself out of what you're tuned into to want, right? And actually opening up to what that band is.
So the name of the game is Deprogrammed. We're going to hop in here, I think. The name of the game is Deprogrammed. We've each combed through the 5 albums, and we've pulled out 20 songs that we're going to mash against each other in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, the listener, if you've never listened to Brand New, which is completely possible. Because even though I had 2 people very close to me in my life at one point try to tell me, I still never did.
I think DJ tried to tell you too.
Oh, really?
Because DJ was on to them, their second album at least. When I had that brown, the Fifth Avenue, and we would ride around, that was one of the bands I was trying to get you into. You're like, nope, not listening to.
Nope.
Like, I hate this guy.
Yeah. Couldn't tell drunk Justin nothing.
Nothing. Well, can you tell old Justin nothing? Anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Some
I'll
stuff.
actually listen to it now.
That's
Now,
true. That's true. That is true because, again, just flipping back, all the stuff that I've sent you and then turned you on to like the story so far. That's why we did that show too. So
the story so far, like the job. It's everything that this band is, like, as far as presence and as far as songwriting, without it's the shower scene.
I've got the shower scene.
Yeah.
It's
let me look at my list. I don't remember.
It's track 1 of Your Favorite Weapon.
Yeah.
That's actually one that I took out.
wow.
I took that one out. Yeah, I took that one out.
Let me read this note that I wrote. Wow, what a blistering introduction into what this band is. Sets a very specific table.
yeah.
And so even sound-wise, like it may not necessarily... I expected an emo band, right? So I push play. I expect an emo song. And while it is close enough to that pocket, it hugs it, I can tell that there's some experimentation that this band is willing to do. They just didn't have it in them yet at that record. It's just I'm a track 1 guy.
Number 1. You're a number 1 guy.
I've got a lot of track 1s as well.
Yeah.
But like this one, I was just like, whoa.
This band is really good at setting the tone for the album on track 1, on each of the albums. I'll give them that. And I've got the same thing kind of written down. Great opening track, great introduction to the band. The energy's there, the sound is there, but it's just so different enough that it separates them from that emo pack.
Right, exactly. Like it's emo enough to be considered emo, but different enough to be like, we are only sort of emo.
Yep.
We're only half emo. Yeah, like I said with my cutting down process, even though it was the number 1 first song they ever put out, yeah, I just cut it off because I was my thought was I like such and such song better as this is brand new. So, but it was on my 36.
It just didn't make the final.
Just didn't
list.
make the final list.
So, and just before we hop over to you, Joe, just a kind of expounding on my thought earlier. I don't think this band gets enough love. I'll say. I put out there. I always ask the listeners, "Hey, what do you consider essential?" Nothing. Not a like. Not a response.
Wow.
Not a joke response. Nothing.
And that's the response that we got for Coheed.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just one of those things of, I guess they're just under the radar enough, that they kind of get lumped in with the rest of them. But maybe they just don't have Claudio's hair.
Maybe.
I mean, well, also, like, how often, and I guess taking this out of from working or being at the radio station type thing, how often have you heard a brand new song on the radio?
Quiet things that
That's
no
the
one
only
knows.
one.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've ever heard on the radio. Ever. Like any of the places I've ever lived.
Yep.
That's the only song that I've ever heard of on the radio.
Wow.
So it's like not even, like you said, it's like
That's
right
weird.
under the radar of mainstream to have any radio play at all. Because there's definitely radio songs on there. Even if we're talking about any of the albums, right? There's at least one radio song on there.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Especially that first record.
Yeah, 100%. That's a 96X record.
Oh yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
So I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah, I am gonna go with this one. I think so. The one thing I forgot to do is write down what. And by the end of it, it's so gritty and just in the background that I love it. And it's Welcome to Bangkok.
I've got that one. That's a fantastic song.
Yeah. I don't know what it is necessarily about. Like, it's just that instrumental and just, again, if we're like talking about our first conversation about how the band is, right? They start off, this is emo, alternative, pop punk, whatever you want to call it. And like have what they've grown into. So this is what, the third album now, right? The Devil and God. That's the third one.
Yep.
Like, it's still there, but it's so deeper. And like you were saying, like somebody was going through some shit during that time. Because like I'm listening to it, and I listened to it again on the drive up here, and like just as it starts to pick up in that background, it's just like literally somebody's just dying in the background. But there's just like so much. Like you want to grip your fist. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like.
So my note on that song is this sounds like the perfect song to open a concert to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, the guitar, then you bring the bass player out, then you bring the drummer out.
Lights are still out.
Yep. And it's just, as that song builds up, it's like, okay, this is the energy for this show. This is the tone. This is what you're going to get. This is brand new.
I'm glad you said that, because that really, I think about it in that terms, like that would totally set the tone for a concert. I'd be so into that.
And that makes me regret. I've seen them one time. I saw them. It was when Deja Entendu just came out. And like I keep looking for them to come around here, and if they come within 200 miles, I'm going.
I'd go. Yeah, hell yeah,
I'd go. I don't have it though, but so two in, two to the discussion, so that's all right.
Perfect.
All right, Ronald.
All right, I'm gonna skip back a little bit. I'm gonna go with Jude Law and a Semester Abroad. My notes for this one are: it's the best song on the album in my opinion. It shows like his cynical emotions, and I just want to know that who hurt you? Who hurt you, man?
Show us on the doll where they touched you. Yeah. I don't have it. It didn't make the cut.
Oh,
This
man.
is interesting. We're all kind of. I got it, so it moves to the conversation.
All right. Well, so we thought this is going to be a tough one, apparently.
So my note, pretty prototypical emo tune, bouncy, very catchy. All right. Let's see. Let me go right back up top. Unfortunately, I'm halfway cheating here, but this was my second favorite, or this was probably my favorite tune, but this is how I wanted to move to next. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. De Gosser?
De Gosser? Yep. I have De Gosser on mine. Actually, I was listening to the Gossers. I pulled in and I had forgotten about it, and I was like, "Oh, what am I knocking off?" Something had to go because that song is just, dear God, man.
I cut it.
So,
But yeah, I and again, I took it off the list, so I don't even have the note for it anymore. But I feel like it's the same thing. Like that one was kind of like, whoa, what the hell is this?
yeah. So
Okay, I'll put that on there. Originally,
my notes. This is fun because it's just kind of like short sentences here. Goodbye, love, which is one of the lyrics. There's like a crowd chant. There's a ton of layers to this.
Yeah.
Angst, guitar, arguably my fave, which it turns out it is. And then I think
Storm is coming.
Yeah.
The storm is coming. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've got can't shake this little feeling. I'll never do anything right. And I'm like, that's a Justin Wilson lyric right there. Yeah.
Yep. That's me.
that's him.
In the corner. That's me in the spotlight.
Yep.
Wrong band. All right. Joe?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. One of my favorite tracks off this album. Translate to This Too Shall Pass. Sick Transit Gloria. And I put for my note there in all caps. Die young and save yourself.
Got it.
There it is. I actually, that song right there is like the defining song of Brand New, in my opinion.
I agree.
Can we just get that out of the way? This is the penultimate song right
This
here.
is Brand New's song. This is the Brand New song. Yeah, I don't know. And this is one of the tracks, again, when I was saying, yeah, I'd love to do Brand New Deprogrammed, because I knew this song. And I was like, I know everything about this band. It's one of the four songs. Yeah.
My note here, I wish I could get back into my headspace when I mold of what Brand New is to me.
Yeah. Well, and again, like Ronald brought up in the beginning, it's like your classic punk band, emo band, right? And then now their second album is a totally different band, but hey, we jump back to our classic roots, but we've put a little bit of mustard on it, a little bit of salt on it, a little bit of pepper. You know what I mean? So it's that growing up phase.
Yeah. All right.
So we got one in.
We got one in.
All right.
Go us.
Ronald?
I think I'll just keep going in order here. I've got, okay, I believe you, but my Tommy gun doesn't.
Nice.
And my notes here are, I am heaven sent. Don't you dare forget it. And any lyricist who has the balls to say something like that to start a song off, he's exposed as a complete fraud and the band just falls off, but they've made it 5 albums.
They made it pretty far. So.
Yeah. It's been almost like 18 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 2000s. Early 2000s.
That's crazy.
I don't have it.
Nor do I.
Oh.
Scroll back up to the top here. Funnily enough, the name of the tune is At the Bottom.
I don't have that one.
I have that as that actually was the song that I cut for Degosser.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my note here, bringing back that bounce. And here's the line. I hope that you would do this for me. This is clearly a song about addiction, and I think I bring you drugs on a silver platter, I think is the line. And I'd like to think that you would do this for me.
Yep.
Oh,
Addict.
I've got.
and he's at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I've got, and there's a
Makes
lake
sense.
at the bottom. You'll find my friends. They don't swim because they're all dead. We never are what we intend or invent. And it's like, yeah.
Having been at the bottom before, like I can relate so fucking hard to just that line. It's just it feels. I could understand why nobody would have it, because other than the bounce, like sound wise, like I think I was just drawn to the song itself rather than, hey, this is a brand new song.
And I get that. And I mean, you can, if you see like the name of the track and then you get that feeling while you're listening to it too. You're like, fuck yeah, I've been at the bottom before too. It's
hard to ignore.
It's hard to
Yeah.
ignore that. So I get that.
All right, Joe.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head over to Daisy, and this track actually scared me. Like I'm driving, and it scared the shit out of me because it's just some opera singer singing her opera, nice, slow and mellow, and all of a sudden, boom, comes in hot. It's Vices.
I have vices.
And like when like it
Hey-o.
initially goes, I forget the actual whatever the chord is, whatever, but it just comes. It's like there's this opera singer. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You know,
And then it just comes in out of nowhere. I'm like, holy fuck, I got to put this on there.
so my notes on this song, you'll get a kick out of this one, Justin. Is this sounds like what Ga could have been had I been good.
So for those of you, I don't
Yeah, I don't think I. it's just-
Ga was Great American Headache.
Oh, okay.
Was a band that comprised of myself on vocals and guitar,
Okay.
DJ on the drums, and Ronald was bass player and
Nice.
backup vocals.
Until I got fired.
Yes.
And replaced by a worse bassist.
Is that when Stale was created?
Stale
was before.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this was at my most drunk, probably.
Okay.
Great American Headache. But yeah, I still
Nice.
love that name. DJ still hates that name.
What, Great American Headache?
Yeah. I
Okay,
thought it
that was
a
the
great
greatest
name.
name
That's-
ever.
That's pretty
was a
good.
great name.
I like it.
Especially for what we were doing there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, so let's see. Joe put out Vices, and Ronald had it, so it's over in the conversation. All right, Ronald.
All right. I'm gonna keep just going down my list. I've got Jaws theme swimming.
Yeah.
That bass intro is just fucking fantastic. And my body reeks like your scent. Like this whole like, I don't know. Again, it's one of those things of like, his love songs are just written in this just warped way, and you can tell that he's like let himself out there again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's closed off for sure.
Yeah.
I don't have it, but I totally know what you're saying. Like I had that song, and I love the way. I think you did say it too. Just like the way that his lyrics are written, like, hey, yeah, this is a love song, but man, I'm gonna go to this real deep, dark place to pull out something. It's a love song. It's a love song. But man, I'm gonna really drive through the mud and just grit my teeth and pull my hand through some mud to pull out this little thing called love. Not the right band.
No one will ever hurt me like you.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt you with
What?
my words.
Well, I've got it, so moves
In
over
the
to
combo.
the combo.
Got a whole lot in the convo.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. You know what? I'm going to stay right on that album, though. This one's probably a miss, but I liked it because it was kind of a little bit of foreshadowing. Guernica.
I
Got
got
it.
it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I wrote in energy, feel it, mix of punk and screamo.
There you
Those
go.
are my notes.
So you guys know what the song was about, right?
I do not.
It's about his granddad dying of cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right.
Deep and personal. Because he wasn't there for it.
Oh,
And he was
shnikes.
on the
Okay.
road while that happened.
Oh, that's terrible. Does that translate to grandpa or something?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Well,
Let's find out.
Maybe a different language, but I know
Latin?
Guernica's a painting.
Okay.
And I know that because this is my stupid first note.
Guernica painting.
It showed up in the Critic, and
Okay.
there was an episode of the Critic where Franklin drives through Guernica, and after he drives through it, he goes, "Take that, Guernica,"
What?
Okay.
and
Awkward.
so I was like, "Oh, sweet, it's a Guernica reference. I'm taking that."
Interesting.
But then my note was solid look into where they are looking to go from here on out, while still staying close to where they started. So I mean the fact that it hit me
Yeah.
lyrically without me knowing, I like that even more.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, Joe.
I'm gonna stick with Daisy here. Gritty and my type of emo. It's and I put also like 18 exclamation points. It's Sync,
I got it.
I don't have that one.
and I can't recall how it sounds in my head right now, but
Right.
that's why I put the notes of this. But yeah, obviously when I put it, I think it's probably a little bit faster maybe than what the rest of the album is. And it just, again, kind of like I was talking about with Welcome to Bangkok, there was something that was just like,
It's aggressive.
aggressive and gritty.
My note: great aggressive switch ups. Like the way it switches, it's just really in your face, really aggressive.
And I think, again, what they were really good with evolving the band in every album was, again, that growing up process of their lyrics changed, got deeper, obviously got hurt more apparently because it got way more deeper in the mud. But again, that aggression just kind of continued to come out a little bit more and in different ways too. So it was a real cool evolution of the band thus far.
All right, but that's in the combo. I think.
Conversation.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
And Tindu. And if I say that wrong, whatever. Sue me.
Nintendo.
I've got me versus Maradona versus Elvis.
God, I loved that one, but I don't have it.
I don't have it either.
It kind of shows like his snakish side of like, I will lie awake and lie. Hold on. I will lie awake and lie for fun and fake the way I hold you, let you fall for empty word I say. It's like, wow, dude,
That's deep.
You are just as fucked up as the girl who hurt you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, so, and I think now that I'm realizing it too, like with my cuts, again, a lot of that, I put only the first album on the first run through. The second one, I added a whole lot of stuff. And then that cutting process, so that was one. Now that you just said the lyrics, I remember the song. It was just like an easy cut for me because it's like, I don't really remember it. So,
yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of an unfair cut. Now that you're,
well, it
happens.
It
is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens. Well, and for me,
something's got to go.
Yeah, no, for sure it does. But
it definitely
in
stuck
hindsight,
out for me. Like it made my first round. To me, maybe it was a slight bit too different for that early. I mean, again, you have to find reasons, right?
Yep.
Yep.
To get rid of stuff.
didn't really do it for me.
All right, I'm curious to see if Ronald has this one. I'm gonna slide down more towards like the middle and bottom of my list here, just to see. Out of mana.
Got it.
I do too.
Hey.
So I just want to read my note real quick. He'll get a real kick out of this. This speaks to the magic player inside of me. Because, mana's the way that you cast your spells in that game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew it.
I put feels heavier than it is, and I think I was talking about the lyrics in this song.
Yeah. And
Like I think I remember it being kind of a more slower song. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, but I was listening to the lyrics, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going with my notes. Like, it feels heavier than it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
my
But
note,
it's on my list.
my note was hard to discount the name.
Mm-hmm.
So like it had me at the name,
Bastard.
but then the
Saw you coming.
the drop off at the end was unexpected.
Yeah.
Like just the way it kind of just starts dropping off. It's just like
It feels so heavy, but
Yeah.
it's really not. It's kind of mellow, comparably speaking to.
it's heavy content
Yeah,
wise.
there you go.
Talk about presence.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a presence. Well, we got 3 all the way through. All right, Joe.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the first album. My notes are feels, man, and then here's the little snippet of the lyrics: short like your temper, sucker for acoustic. 20 says no. 20 says no one seen you without makeup. Always made up. I hate your tattoos. Mixtape.
Oh,
That one got cut on mine.
Same,
Okay, well,
same.
that's all right.
it's really good though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that little breakdown there is like, oh, that's one of the ex-girlfriends that I fucking
Yeah.
hate.
$20 says no one's ever seen you without your makeup on. Like, wow. It's like, okay, bro.
Yeah,
He ain't have to go.
he went there.
So I could tell you the story about the girl I dated who painted on her eyebrows. And the first time I learned that, it was like, what the fuck are you? Anyways.
Yeah. What are you
I
doing?
know that one.
You do.
What are you doing? Why? Why are you doing that? Anyway.
I think she slept with like half my friends. So.
Oh, well,
Whatever.
Whatever.
I
Shit
wasn't
happens.
one of them.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You hesitated for a second, though.
I'm like, wait. All right.
Let me see. Yeah, okay.
There was one night where Plumber was trying pretty hard.
Damn
That
it.
much I know for. All right, Ronald.
He probably didn't have to try that hard. Anyways, I'm going to keep it moving down my list. This is Sowing Season. Yeah. First
got
track off of Devil and God.
I got
Nope.
it. Let me see if I
Because originally I hated that album so mad. So
Yeah.
bad.
let me find my notes here. Sowing Season. Yeah. Wow. That's the first thing. Wow.
Yeah.
What a pop in the face. A perfect false start. When they hit the next gear, it really hits.
That build up there, like, she's losing all her friends, losing them to the drinking and the driving, and it's just, as soon as it hits, you're like, holy shit. Yeah, like, when I first got that album and I heard that song, I was like, is this brand new? Like, I had to double check, because...
Did I get the right band?
Yeah.
Did I get the right one? Yeah, and then just like all I was going to say is just this brand new is going to be on my rotation for at least the next little bit, so I can really dive in more. Because again, throughout this whole process, I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I was looking towards the future before that. I really know and love this band, which I didn't know, but now like, oh, I think I'm really going to love this band.
Yeah, I think albums 3 through 5 need multiple listens to kind of really ingest. So,
yeah, and that's kind of the really, just taking a step back real quick too, is a really cool thing about the band is like you really have to kind of pay attention and listen to what's going on, because again, that first run through for me, I was listening, but I wasn't necessarily paying attention. That's probably why I hated it so much. That second run through where I was really like trying to tune into it is when I actually found songs that I loved, so cool. Good job, brand new.
Yeah.
all right, so I'm going to go here.
Don't have that one either.
All right, it's over in the trash.
Oh.
Throw it in the trash.
In the trash. Well, and it is just different enough to where I could understand you guys not having it, but it was just different enough to like really be on my radar. Like, I have a list called Things I Learned from Deprogrammed, guaranteed, especially you guys don't have it. That one's going on to that list so I can listen to it more frequently. All right, Joe?
So I'm going to go with this one. This is song number 2 of the 4 that I actually knew about this band. And really this one is just the guitar all the way, the beginning, the solo. It's the quiet things that no one ever knew.
Yep, I got it.
I have that as an honorable mention simply because that was the radio single.
Yep.
Every time I've done one of these albums, I kind of rate the radio singles a little bit lower just because like those are the ones people already know.
So does Justin, usually.
But I can see that actually being like kind of in the conversation for penultimate.
Going through it, I'm like, I knew 4 of these songs. What? I had no idea, but it's fine. It's good.
My note, more like first record, clean guitar work.
Yeah. Well, and I guess you could put the actual lyrics in that same conversation as well, but really like just the tone, the how he was singing it was a lot, I feel, what am I trying to say? Like Deja is more that grown up more, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that could have fit in that first record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that was again kind of like a callback to.
It's kind of like to put it into Blink terms. It's kind of like the growth between Untitled to Neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
like
a good call.
where they live in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
But I I used that word
Live,
twice
they,
there.
they lived in the same neighborhood, but they're just untitled of what neighborhood that is. Jacket.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ronald,
All right.
the real enema of the
Moving
state.
down. Oh my God, for real. I've got Millstone. It might be Milestone. I don't quite know. Millstone. It's from The Devil and God.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I don't have it, so it doesn't matter.
I
I'm just
don't
kidding.
Womp womp.
Just kidding. It doesn't matter, so whatever.
All right, let's see. You know what? I'm going to stay on this first page of notes here just because. Someone should be held responsible for this bloody mess. Sudden death in Carolina.
Yes, sir. That's song number 3 of 4.
Nope.
Nope.
I just put just a solid pop punk album.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep. But I was just really drawn to that line. Someone should be held responsible for this bloody mess. I was like, yeah, that's good. I like that. All right. Joe?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Now learning, since we're all seem to be all over the place a little bit, I'm going to go with... okay, so this is what I wrote down. Drinking Drano, smoking grass, starts mellow, hits hot, hot breakdown. It's I think it's from The Devil and God 451. Or it might be from science fiction. I'm not sure.
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
Doesn't matter.
That's from science fiction.
Science fiction, okay.
It is,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yep, you're right. Science fiction.
All right.
All right, Ronald?
I'm gonna go with Jesus Christ.
Yep.
It's Jesus Christ. Like
Jesus Christ, man.
like that one feels like he's talking about like life, the afterlife, the afterlife, resurrection. Just, like what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here, man?
I put, for my note, I put opening guitar because pretty much if you can hook me in the first 10 seconds, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So it hooked me. And then I guess what I got from it, this is my note, I said, kind of saying, where the fuck are you to literally Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
And what was part of the lyric is like, my death will take...
It's 3 days because this problem's gonna last more than the weekend.
There you go. Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
what the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where immediately I was like, oh, he's saying like, okay, fuck you,
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Where the fuck were you
Yeah.
when all this shit was happening to me? So, yeah.
I feel bad for not having it.
And actually, that's kind of a theme on that album too. Is
Oh,
like
yeah.
him, like, where is this good spirit? Because all I'm seeing is shit right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good, I like that.
All right. You know what? Let me trot out some of my science fiction here. Actually, I'm going to stay right up at the top of my list here. See, find my note here. Again, just ultra relatable. And then the line, some get sick, some never get cured. No control.
That was a last minute cut for me.
Yeah, that was a cut for me too.
All right. Super relatable. Like anyone who's ever battled addiction.
Yep.
Just the word words no control. It's just that just speaks right to the center of you. And
Sure.
Yeah. It was hard for me to get away from that one. All right, Joe.
Excuse me. I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the 4th of 4 of the songs that I actually knew about this band. Also, let's see. It doesn't matter.
No, it's
I don't have that one
favorite
either.
weapon. Yep.
Favorite weapon. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's fine.
It happens.
Hey, no big
It
deal.
happens.
It's fine.
All right, Ronald.
I'm gonna go with off Devil and God. It's the lyric I've got down is who do you carry the torch for, my young son? Do you believe in anything? Do you carry it around just to burn things down? It's called Archers.
I got it.
That one is just that it harkens back to the energy of the old.
I was literally just gonna say my note is back to classic.
Yeah, but it's like it's with that like more cynical, more like really like this is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. It's again, that album now is more gritty grown up, gone through more shit, obviously,
Yeah.
and but still has that like root of like you said, and what I had put it from note, like kind of back to classic with. I'm trying to remember exactly how like the breakdown of it is, but I feel like it was a little bit faster than what's normally on that album, right?
Yep.
Because that album is kind of slower,
Yep.
but they have its peak points.
Very manic. That
yeah,
record.
that album in particular, like I feel like he's like battling mental illness, and that one is where it like most shines through the most. Most shines. Yeah, it shines through the most. Yeah,
Works for me.
yeah.
All right. I'm going to trot out my last one here from Favorite Weapon. Failure by Design.
I cut it at the last minute.
That's a negative.
Okay.
Ghostwriter.
All right. So that's it for my... And that brings me down. I have only got 5 left. All right. Joe?
I've got like 2, 4, 6. I don't know. I got a bunch left.
Oh.
I've got 5 left as well.
But anyway, okay. So I think I'm going to go... Let me just check here. Okay, so I'm going to pull this off The Devil and God. And for my note, I have that Quiet, and then comes on Hot, and then 3 good ones on this album. And then I also put Feels a Little Classic, and it's Luca.
Oh. No.
I do not have.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter then.
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter. Bye.
My name is Luca. I live on the 2nd floor.
What?
All right, Ronald.
All right. This one's off Daisy. It's You Stole.
Oh, God.
And my note on that one is the message about cynicism is something that I struggle with myself, especially since I had kids and, they brought a light into my world. It's still like a constant battle with the demons and the wondering, like, did I fuck up by having kids and bringing them into this
God,
world?
It feels
Right.
like it, though. A
Dude.
lot of times it feels like it, doesn't it?
That's why I haven't had kids,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
Or like wanted to have kids.
you constant, like, they do anything. And you're just like, why did I do that? Or you watch the news. Why did I have kids?
Yep.
It's insane. And it's constant. But I don't have it.
That's why I had to get off Facebook, man.
I don't have it either.
I get it. Yeah.
I
Oh,
understand.
I get it.
Yeah, I get that.
All right. Was the name of the song? You won't know.
I have it. I have a weird, spooky, but turns to grown-up classic. Is what I have for my note. I can't remember what it sounds like right now in my head because it's still so new to me. It's brand new to me, actually. But yeah, it was on.
There's a point where like he's saying you won't know, and then it, boom. There's like an explosion of sound. And
Yep.
it's like I can't ignore this. I can't.
I don't have it, but I feel like that was one that I should have had.
It happens, my friend.
conversation, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
I am going to go with actually science fiction, and I only had 2 on there. So this is number 2 on science fiction. My note is just deep, and that keeps going on for a while with an exclamation point also. It's a Same Logic Teeth.
I got it.
That's an honorable mention for me there, dog.
That's okay, dog.
That's a good one, though.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's see. The trouble last time. That's the line.
Yep.
That stuck out to me. And then it drops into the bass line. So like that was my other note.
And since we're on science fiction right now, even after the second run through, and I'm going to go back and listen to it again and like not be distracted by driving or anything. I really want to try to like, I don't know. I'm not really good at meditating because my mind is always so active, but I feel like if I close my eyes and just listen to it, I might have a better reaction to it, but I just don't like that album at all. Like those are only 2 songs on there that I, could pull from that album that I felt that I liked, but also in my opinion this is brand new.
It's I have the same thing. You know, because with the first 3 albums, those like I was working in kitchens at the time, and I put headphones in, and I would listen to the album straight through, and like I would give them the proper respects. And
Right.
I feel like with Daisy and Science Fiction, like it's only been like 2 weeks since I've listened to those albums, and I feel like that's not enough time.
Yeah.
To really appreciate what it is.
Yeah, it definitely needs more time, I think, and I'm going to like even though the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I also know like I could find a new favorite, put myself into it.
I agree with you that Science Fiction was absolutely my least favorite. I don't want to say that it evolved too far from what they are, but coming off a day like loving Daisy, and then coming into Science Fiction, I think Science Fiction is going to be a grower.
Yeah.
And I think you just kind of, like you said, you kind of have to give it the time.
So on an off tangent, the band Thrice is kind of the same way with me.
Yeah,
Like their first like 4 albums are like great, and then it just kind of falls off a cliff. And I don't know if it's me not giving it enough time, or if it's just they evolved too far, as you said.
Yeah.
But a lot of these emo bands were like that. Or emo bands,
yeah.
quote
Well,
unquote.
I was gonna say because it's not even in the same genre, but that's kind of the same feeling that I have about like Fall Out Boy.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's been really awesome, and then all of a sudden I'm just like,
Really?
fuck is this?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
well, it's funny. Yeah, since you brought up Fall Out Boy, they are on the list.
yeah, they are. I put
Is
them on there.
You and Andy actually did
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy.
Hat
But,
Club?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously,
Wow.
interesting. But song now, I think about how much I used to make fun of Sugar We're Going Down Swinging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was actually just a decent song. Like, why
Right.
did I hate that in comparison to what they're doing now?
96X, man.
Yeah, you were
Yep.
right.
You were you're just too much of it, indoctrinated, and
Yep.
you were like, no.
Well, yeah, 96X plus every other radio station
Yep.
played it too. So
Yeah.
anyway,
All right. So let's see. Same Logic Teeth was Joe, Ronald.
All right, I'm gonna go with In a Jar off of Daisy.
I do not have that.
Nope.
I am surprised you don't have this one, Justin, because I feel like my note on this is what Kurt Cobain would have sounded like had he not passed away.
Well, died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Killed by, you know what? We can stop
Yeah, it's
there.
fine. We're not gonna leave that. We're not gonna get into that.
Moving on.
It's fine. Moving on. Moving on.
All right. Down to my last 3 here. I'm gonna trot out my other from Science Fiction. Can't Get It Out.
I have it. So I lied. I have 3 songs on
wow,
science
wow.
fiction. That's the third one. Right now, but yeah, apparently.
Specifically, my note here is, sounds like the perfect marriage of brand new and acoustic.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, it's just that perfect evolution of, you know what, I would expect brand new to be able to do this at this point in their career.
And I feel like just the title of the track spoke
Yeah.
to me somehow too, you know, being the way that I am. I was also probably just already in like, yeah, I can't get it out either. Whatever it is inside of me, this fucking demon, whatever that I
Yeah.
always seem to have, you know.
Now that I'm looking at the lyrics, it's I thought I was a creator. I'm here just hanging around. Got my Messiah impression. I think I've got it nailed down. Like, yeah, that now that I'm reading that, I'm like, okay, that was one that like I should have had on my list. And you know, when I heard that was one of the songs I was like, Justin's gonna like this song. Like,
Yeah. Well, and again, like,
but I didn't play the game.
You didn't play the game.
well, and that's the thing, because the game kind of always evolves. And this one would have been out of bounds, you know, but like I said, it's kind of like that perfect marriage. So, all right, Joe.
I'm looking at this next one that I was about to say, and now I realize that Wow, I actually have a lot of songs from this album that I clearly hate. So wow, my note is, "Don't come running for me." It's Desert,
I have it.
and it like just keeps going on
Yep.
at the end, like just keeps saying, "Don't come running for me. Don't come running for me."
When they come gunning for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got that one
I don't.
from Science Fiction.
Yeah, which an album that I hate this album. Clearly, I don't. I got 5 songs off there. So
I also feel like that song is like a departure from their sound.
yeah, it's
It's like feels more like country western ish.
a little bit.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that's. I can't picture it in my head, but I assume. All right, Ronald.
All right, I'm gonna go with it's from Daisy. It's Noro.
I just cut that one on the way up.
Womp.
No,
Womp.
I don't have it either though. So. Into the trash.
Into the trash.
All right,
I've got 2 left.
same.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have 4 left, but I'm going to pick the best 2
So here,
because they're all from the same album. So,
I'm gonna go here, and
can guess.
I've been looking at this one a lot, and I wanted to play this one more towards the end. My note here, very explorative, stretching the bounds of the emo sound. Bought a Bride.
don't have it.
Do not have that
It's
one.
a good time for me to make misses. I'm into it. All right, Joe.
I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to go 70 times 7.
Oh my God, no,
I don't have that one either.
Damn it.
that one was definitely in my
I just put for my note
25.
classic punk.
Yeah, and I think again, I think that's what
Yep. It's classic punk rock.
just not different enough. All right, Ronald.
I've got Lit Me Up from Science Fiction.
Nope.
Cut.
All right, and then my last one is Not the Sun.
Nope.
Cut that one on the way up. That was the last cut, actually.
My only note was more like the first 2 records, so I am out. All right, Joe.
Okay, so let me go with the best guess here.
Can I give him a hint? It's from Science Fiction.
It's actually let me make sure. Let me bring this up on Spotify real quick. No, it's not from science fiction.
Oh.
Which one is it from though? Is it from The Devil and God? I really want to know. Nope. Okay. Next, Deja. Nope. Okay. So it must be from Daisy, I bet. Okay, it's from Daisy actually. Here I thought it was from Your Favorite Weapon. Why did I put... Okay, I don't know why I'm grown. I don't know what that's supposed to stand for. But it's Gasoline.
God, that's good.
Nope, but that's a fantastic song.
I don't remember why I put CP, though.
Fuck, that's good.
Cheese pizza?
No, that's... Well, no. that
Cherry
wasn't-
pie?
Nope.
She's my cherry pie.
But, yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
Gasoline.
classic punk jam.
Oh, there you go.
And
Yeah.
then dash grown.
I loved how it was that punk, but like to slightly to the right, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost the shape of punk yet to come.
Have you done Refused?
Not yet.
Are you going to do Refused?
It's on the list.
Sign me up. And sign DJ up.
Yeah, right. Did TJ make a list? It'll never happen.
He'll just free will it.
Yeah.
Free wheelie it.
He would just not show up.
Just not do it.
It would be Liberation Frequency 20 times.
All right, Ronald.
All right, my
this is your
last one.
right?
Yep, it's Waste from Science Fiction.
Nope, I definitely don't have that. I definitely don't have that.
God, that one's good though.
Didn't even make the first cut.
Yeah. Then.
Damn it.
All right. You want to clear out whatever you got left, Joe?
I just had magazines.
Honorable mention.
I had secondary.
I don't have that one.
This. Too. I don't know if that was demos too, but that's what I had left.
So just as it looks like Devil and God might have been our favorite record. There's only 3 songs that didn't get played between
Which,
the 3
yeah,
of us.
which is weird because, again, I did not like that record, apparently, but clearly I did. Same thing with Science Fiction.
And Daisy, only 2 didn't get played.
Wow.
So just
Yeah.
Science Fiction has 4 left. But all right, so 3 all the way through. Sic Transit Gloria, Guernica, take that Guernica, Out of Mana.
So we got to get 7.
7 from the conversation here.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be rough.
Oh,
Here
boy.
we go. The Shower Scene, Jude Law in a Semester Abroad, Sudden Death in Carolina, Welcome to Bangkok, DeGosser, Archers, Sowing Season, Yeah, Jesus Christ, You Won't Know, The Quiet Things That No One Ever Knows, Swimming, Vices, Sink, Same Logic, Teeth, Can't Get It Out, Desert. I'm going to go to bat here out front for Can't Get It Out. It's an acoustic jam, but it's from that record. It's from the record that we all kind of were all like, on. But it's a brand new song that they perfected acoustically.
I thought I was a creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the one.
I can go to bat for that one.
Yeah, I'd say let's put that one in.
All right.
I think I want to kind of go to bat for either of these 3. Well, really all 3, but I'd take a loss on 2 of them if need be. But The Quiet Things, I think, is definitely a brand new song because they're most known for it.
So I was the odd man out on that, but that was an honorable mention on mine. And I can retract that, and I can put that one in there because that one.
I feel like that's like, so I remember that being on like one of the NHL games that I had. So it was like NHL 06 or 07, whatever.
Right.
So Deja came out in when? 04.
Yep.
So like if it was on an NHL game, like that's pretty mainstream, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
it's not really fair that I took that off because it was a radio single.
Yeah,
Especially
but I mean,
for this band.
Yeah. Is there only one? That's what blows my
it's
fucking
the only
mind.
one. It's the only one.
It's weird.
Which is weird.
All right.
What are your other 2?
Oh, I was going to say the other 2 would be Sic Transit Gloria or even Jesus Christ, because I think Jesus Christ is like the grown-up. Literally, I mean, because obviously it's off of the newest. But that's, that's Devil and God, right?
Right. Yep.
But that's, I just feel like that's brand new all the way also.
So Sick Transit's already on there, right?
It's
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's have a conversation about Jesus Christ because I think you were odd man out on that one, Justin.
I was out, but only barely.
Yeah.
Like it definitely made my first pass. So
Yeah,
I'm with it.
I would do,
Especially after hearing the lyrics to it.
yeah, I would say Jesus Christ even over, oh wait, Sick Transit's already in there. Just
Yep.
kidding.
Yep.
Left here.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through. So we need 4. You want to hear the rundown one more time?
Stir abroad.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I had it. So
I was the odd man out.
Yeah.
I can't think of how it sounds in my head right now.
Tell all the wreckage of a plane as it goes down. And he's like, there's another line where it's like, I hope the next boy you date has something dangerously contagious on his lips.
Okay, yeah, I do. I remember that song.
Yeah.
I'm up for that. Yeah, that's a. Not only is that like a me song, but that's a real. That's some sick lyrics, bro.
Because I feel like we all can relate to that. We've all got that
For sure.
ex where it's like, yeah, bitch, I hope you get
I
herpes.
just hope
Go
you
somewhere.
get the worst fucking shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So that puts us at 7. We need 3 more. Let's start making some cuts here.
We can cut Carolina. That's. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
have a lot
agree.
of. We have enough of our classic pop punk. I think.
conversation though.
Combo.
You and I have it.
I would fight for that one. The rest of them can kind of be up for, like, maybe Sowing Season.
I liked Sowing Season because it was a
But-
track one, and I feel like we have good pops in the mouth already. If we're putting the two up against each other, I'm going for DeGosser.
Mm-hmm. I think it kind of boils down to Joe.
Yeah. So it's between DeGosser and
Sowing Season.
Sowing Season. Then I'm going to go with DeGosser.
All right.
That's my vote. Because
It's hot up here. Sorry, Jets.
it's a little hot, but it's
Sorry.
okay. It's fine.
We get sweaty.
We're getting sweaty. Yeah, DeGosser, because I remember I definitely didn't like Sowing Season for some reason.
All right. So let's drop Sowing Season. Let's drop You Won't Know too. All right. And
Back to classic, and I feel like
Yeah.
we got a lot of classic
we got
represented.
enough of that.
So we could probably, I don't know, we could probably let go of Archers too, because that's kind of got a classic feel to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have any.
I'm
reason to
fine
put
with
it
it.
in.
I think that one's on my list, and I would be fine with it disappearing.
So we already have 3 from Deja. Just to make it a little easier, maybe we could lose Jaws theme swimming here. Just drop it into the trash.
What are the other ones on
Sick
Deja that we
Transit.
could lose?
Oh, that's the only one. That's the only one left in the conversation, but we've already got 3 into the list.
Yeah.
And it's Quiet Things,
Six.
Guernica, and Sick Transit Gloria.
Yeah.
Though Jaws is,
It's so
it's a
good.
good song. It is a good song.
What else is it up against?
All right, so here's everything that's left. The shower scene, Welcome to Bangkok, Jaws theme swimming, Vices, Sink, Same Logic Teeth, Desert.
I would
lose Desert before I lost.
lose Desert
Yeah, at this
before
point, we
Jaws.
definitely already have. Now, the question is, do we want anything else through from science fiction? Because if not, then we can lose Same Logic Teeth here, too. We've
So
got 2 through, Out of Mana and Can't Get It Out.
I would go on record and say that I think science fiction, and this is probably unfair because I didn't give it very much of a listen through. I'd say that's actually my least favorite album.
Agreed?
Yeah, so it's mine too.
At
At least for right now.
That said, that's a tough one. That is a
Because
toughie.
we have nothing yet from...
Nothing's gone
Daisy?
through.
Nope, and we
We
only
need to
have
put
2 left.
We need to put Sink in.
Yeah, we can put what? Let me find the lyrics for this
Sink
one.
is really gritty, and my type of emo was the note that I put. I can't remember lyrics.
Aggressive
though.
switch-ups.
Yeah, really
2,
aggressive.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 through. We've got 2 spots left. And the 2 from Daisy are Vices and Sink.
Oh, yeah, no. Sync can go through.
I'd do Sink.
Wow.
I would,
Okay.
I would.
Easy is our least favorite.
Yeah.
I know. Like when you look at
That's
the
weird.
breakdown
Weird.
of the songs.
It's really
yeah.
weird. Really weird.
All right. So it comes down to lists. These last 4, only one of them can stay. The shower scene, Welcome to Bangkok, Jaws theme swimming, Same Logic Teeth.
I think Jaws, because I feel like that's more brand new than any of
Yeah.
those songs, honestly.
I get
Just because everything that we've talked about with aggression, growing up. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be in.
it. All right. Let's do
That's
that.
my
then.
vote anyway.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Unless Ronald
I
has...
have no arguments against it.
No, that was his.
That's-
That was his.
Yeah.
He put it in.
Yeah, and I was the second on it. So, all right. So here's our 10: Sick Transit Gloria, Guernica, Out of Mana, Can't Get It Out, The Quiet Things That No One Ever Knows, Jesus Christ, Jude Law in a Semester Abroad, DeGosser, Sink, Jaws theme swimming. Blam! How's that?
Number 1 with a bullet. would be the number one with a bullet.
I think that was
Because I feel like that kind of sets the tone for
Yep.
everything that's to come.
I think because is that track one on?
It's
Okay. Now it should be track one because Tatao like goes so well into it.
True.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a number one.
So
But it's not.
one thing I don't think we touched on is like the harmonies between the lead singer and the backup singer, and that song right there really shows you like how well they work together, especially the part where like he's singing into the chorus and then the backup comes in and he starts like singing his part. It's so like fitting for what that band is.
I wish we could play it.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put it on my phone right here.
No.
It would sound great. It'd sound great and muffled.
So, the shower scene like has that note of wow, what a blistering introduction, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like when I knew I was in for a treat with this band, and I knew that they weren't what I thought they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I agree with you guys. Sick Transit.
Yeah, I think if that was the radio played song, I think a lot more people would know who Brand New is, to be honest. Because
Agreed.
I feel like that would appeal to the masses more of alternative, pop, punk, whatever you want to call it, than because while The Quiet Things is a punk song, but it's I guess more mellow alternative type, right?
Yeah.
It's more heavy guitar wise if you really love music and hearing guitars and different sounds that way. Because that's I guess what I would say is if Sick was the actual like radio played song, I think Brand New would be a lot more mainstream. Maybe that's a little bit of bias, whatever, but I think it's more upbeat and appeals more to masses.
So let me run down this 10 one last time. Sick Transit Gloria. Take that, Guernica. Out of Mana. Can't Get It Out. The Quiet Things That No One Ever Knows. Jesus Christ. Jude Law in A Semester Abroad. DeGosser. Sink. Jaws Theme Swimming.
It's a fantastic list
That's
right there.
a good list, and I think that you get a really good broad perception of what Brand New can do. Because I don't know that there's like, again, there's a core to Brand New, but I don't think you can pin down this is what Brand New does.
Yeah, I agree. And like, it's this list too is I think everything we've been talking about with you got a younger or a quicker Brand New, right? The younger stuff growing into what they are now and like so much shit. Like the 10 songs, like, wow, a lot of shit has gone on to somebody in this band,
Yeah.
So everything that I feel like we've been talking about kind of caps that off of everything you've heard the last hour.
Yes. So with that, that's our 10. Hey, you want to give me 10? You don't have to. It can only be one. Patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin.
Good segue.
I would like that very much. And here's what you get for that. Everything that I am doing. And that's not an exaggeration. If I'm recording a pod, it goes to the Patreon. If I'm starting up a wrestling organization,
That's going on the Patreon.
that's going on the Patreon.
What about your shower cam?
that goes on the Patreon?
yeah.
Heyo.
It all goes there. It only costs you $1 a month. Like you can get in at that level, and you get the Oh Hi Justin pod, which that's the only place you can get it. $1 a month. It helps me out a great deal. And we mentioned this. I get to $100 a month, and I'm doing the.
We're going to make them
Justin
talk
Fest.
all day.
It's going to be great.
I want to see that happen.
He might die.
Well,
It's possible.
happens to all of us.
Happens.
I hear.
That'd be horrible,
It
but
happens.
So Ronald jumped on to Refused on this episode. I know you've got a Newfound Glory. I think is one that you hopped on. Maybe.
I might have.
Oh, let me on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I think there's another one that has you two.
Yellow card.
Alkaline Trio?
Alkaline Trio.
You're in for Alkaline?
Yeah.
Okay, so because did you hop on Alkaline Trio?
I thought I
I
did.
think it's Joe and John F, which is going to have to be on pause until I can figure out what the hell's wrong with my laptop because John lives in Atlanta.
Oh, no. Scratch John. Put me
Yeah,
on.
scratch.
I'll add you into
Healthy
it, but-
scratch.
I'll put you into it, but yeah, there's a lot of pop punk stuff coming
Oh,
up
yeah.
between the two of yous.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, yes, you did, but there was other ones that
We'll
look at the list after this because this thing's giving me headaches being scared that it's going to drop out.
Yeah, it may not even have anything.
Well, we have something.
Okay, well, that's good.
Just hopefully it's not sounding like buttock.
Robots.
Yeah, I think there's robots at some point in here, but thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
It was a great time.
We did some sweating.
A lot of sweating, but it's okay. It's
I
fine.
didn't realize it was going to be this hot up here. It's a nice day out.
Yeah, you would think it'd be nice and cool, but whatever.
Why is it so hot?
I was wrong.
No.
Brand new people, learn them and love them. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Later.